Grand Rising, good morning. It's your leader of love. Haven't been with you all in a moment, and I woke up this morning and I said, I really just want to do this little message of thought. And so I was thinking to myself, we ask people, or we may say things like, why are you so hateful, or why are you so judgmental or critical, or why aren't you more loving or caring, and why are you so judgmental? And I was thinking to myself, are we what we ask of others? So if you're asking someone, well, why aren't you this, or why aren't you that, or are you this, or are you that? Are you what you're asking of others? Can they find in you what you're asking of them? The other day, someone had put up a post on Facebook, and it was an old classmate from back home. And so on the post, another classmate responded. So the person who actually put the post up wrote in response something along the lines of, I haven't seen you do this, and I haven't seen you do that, and you're not this, or you're not that, because I only see you post about football they were talking about. Well, the funny thing was, the person, everything that they were trying to say that they wanted to see in somebody else, the person was that. And when the person responded to kind of put that out there of, let's be clear here, all that you're saying, I do, but what about you? Are we doing or being what we're asking of someone else? Because see, we can quickly say, well, are you this and are you that? Well, are you? If you see someone who is unkind, are you kind? Can people say that you're kind? A person that is a liar, and you just get extremely annoyed with people that lie. Well, do you lie? Because a lot of times, again, we're asking people, hey, why aren't you this? You should be this. Or even saying to someone, you're nasty. Are you nasty? It's always funny when you come across people who have this amazing revelation on other people's behavior, but don't seem to recognize that they're like that. Can people find in you what you're asking of them? I mean, it's something to think about, because we ask of people. It's kind of like, have you ever gone on a job and you get frustrated because you say, the person who is the boss maybe doesn't really know much, and you're saying to yourself, you're asking of me to have a certain skill set, and you don't have it, and you're my boss. Have you ever been on a job, and I've experienced this firsthand, where they hire someone that you have to train to be your boss? You're asking of me something that you don't have. And we don't tend to, we're not, as much as we want to think we are, even the best person that does it, still, there's always better. We don't look at ourselves as hard as we should, or as much as we should. We think we do. And we think we're good at seeing ourselves. And if you were to ask me, I would tell you, I think I'm good at acknowledging my faults. I think I'm good at apologizing, recognizing if I'm in the wrong, and not having a problem saying, hey, I apologize, I'm sorry, I was wrong. And I think I'm good at that. There's always room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. So to the person who's right now saying, well, I don't ask people to be anything that I'm not, I guarantee you that there is someone who can say that you've been asking of some things that you are not. They may not typically tell you, but in their mind, they typically thinking about you. Are you what you're asking of someone else? So the next time you ask someone or you assume that someone isn't a part of a community group that helps, the next time that you assume someone isn't a giver, isn't doing, make sure that before you begin to say what they aren't, that you are that. This is your leader of love. I have missed you all, and I will begin doing more videos again. I hope that you all have a wonderful Monday. Start your week off on a high note. Start your week off really thinking about what I just said. Are you what you ask of others? Are you forgiving? Don't ask anyone else about being forgiving when you don't walk in the spirit of forgiveness. Don't do it. Begin to examine yourself and say to yourself, I will be what I ask of others. This is your Leader of Love. Visit me on my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube page at Leader of Love, LUHV. And remember, you all, in everything that you do and everyone that you encounter, lead with love. I promise you it matters.